hosted by Amanda, the Southern Mother of Dragons, co-hosted by Jessica and Bree. This is Girls Nerd Out.
Hey everyone, it's me, Amanda, and I'm here with my friend Jessica.
Hello.
And my friend Bree.
Hi there.
And we are, I usually say excited, we are here to talk to you about House of the Dragon Season 3, Episode 6, Faceless Men. Don't get too excited. There are no faceless men in this. I don't know why it's called Faceless Men.
Me either.
Okay. All right. I thought like maybe there's going to be a faceless man. No, they just named it that. So we start off basically where we left last episode. We're in the woods with Kristen Cole, thankfully for not very long. And they found a Tully camp ahead and they go check it out and they're all dead. And they're not dead. Which, I mean, that was actually a cool scene. That was decent.
It was. I'll admit that. Yeah.
So they were pretending to be dead, and Jessica made a good point because she was like, they had to lay there with like maggots on them and stuff. So I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah.
That was gross. They committed. They really did. So they fight. And they think that they're like kicking ass until they realize they're completely surrounded. So it's Oscar Tully again. I'm a little tired of seeing him, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is supposed to be the Butcher's Ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is their version of it. Okay. Yeah.
I should just say ambush, call it a night.
Yeah, pretty much. The creepy thing is that, like, I guess it's supposed to be sweet. Kristen Cole knows he's gonna die, so he pulls out Allison's handkerchief again and rubs it, and then he puts it around his sword hilt. Yeah. So I guess he was always in love with Allison, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. And he gets out a sword and he asks for a one-on-one fight. And then he just gets hit with a bunch of arrows from Black Alley.
The way I cheered. I'm so sorry. This is so dark. And I love, some people love him, but when the first arrow hit, I just went, yes!
Hey, I've been ready for him to die for a long time. Like, that was overdue. So, and she even shoots him in the face. So, bye-bye.
Crispy Cole.
He's gone. So the next scene is just really quick. They find Allison and Helena hidden in the secret passage, and that's literally it. So next scene is irritating. We have, I guess, her small council, and Daemon's upset over the city watch still and the Gold Cloaks, and I'm just like, okay, sure. And they're arguing about Ormond and what to do about him. And then Daemon tells her, remember the prophecy.
Of course he would.
What's the prophecy at this point?
It's just stupid. Like,
Fuck the prophecy, fuck Crispy Cole and the fuck ass napkin, just fuck it all at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already annoyed at this point. Remember the prophecy, whatever. So Daemon wants to go fight, and Rhaenyra's like, no, I don't want you to go. And he's just looking at her annoyed. And then a delegation from House Baratheon shows up. And it's really funny because Boris Baratheon should be there. Because, I mean, that's how she lost her first son, was sending him to treat with Boris Baratheon. And they're just like, nah, he's not here. He's fighting the Vulture King.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even get mad. Like, she's just like, he should be here. I'm like, bitch, act like a queen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Demand it. But she's just the same as she's been this entire season. Weak. That's about it. She's weak. Next, the one scene I do like out of this is Vermithor and Silverwing cuddle.
Yeah, that was cute.
What's sad, though, is the only reason that they're showing this is because when they're apart from each other to make it hurt worse.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's the only reason we got to see the two of them cuddle, is so when they're not together anymore, it will hit harder. That's what this show does. Instead of having great dialogue and cinematography and these scenes that really make you feel, it only works on like shock value and showing you something to make you go, oh, right before they take it away. Like,
That's it away.
Yeah, it's just not well written. So I can't stand Ulf, and it's Ulf and Hugh. I can't stand Hugh either. And did you notice Ulf says hot pies?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And I was just like, what?
Yeah. So basically, we're just bringing up anything that's related to Game of Thrones we can at this point. Like, why would he say hot pies? Bree, they don't act like they're connected to their dragons at all.
No. I don't even understand this. Like, it's like there's no soul in this.
All right.
And I kind of am wondering if it was written by AI, because all of these characters are right here. And yet nothing is happening.
Nothing.
It is so boring. And I'm so aggravated by it.
Yeah, this is a whole episode of nothing and wasted time, I guess, because of budget constraints. I don't know. It's awful. So next, we go to one of the million scenes of Alicent and Rhaenyra again.
Uh-huh.
And Rhaenyra's like, have I not shown you mercy? She's mad at her girlfriend.
Stop being a weak ass whore.
I know, man. She's mad at her girlfriend for trying to escape. So, and she's like, why'd you try to escape? She's like, Helena's with child. And she's like, okay, Helena's with child. And here's your new punishment. So, like, they can't go to the Godswood or wherever she was letting them go, and they have extra guards. That's their new punishment. And Alicent's all of a sudden, like, saying that Helena won't be able to handle it.
Yeah.
So, Helena has switched from making sense the last few episodes to now she's back to Luna Lovegood.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And Jessica made a really good point. She was like, why is Massaria wearing this old church lady outfit?
Yeah, I'm like, it's like something like, no offense to my grandma, but she was something like that with a little church hat.
Yeah, it did look like it. It really did.
Cause it didn't look too big on her, too.
It did.
It did. It was.
Yeah.
I agree completely. It was poorly fitted. It was poorly designed. It was, and considering, you know, the other episode where she was in embroidered, tailored splendor, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't understand.
I don't either. I've never understood the costumes of this show ever. Like, it's just a very badly fitted white dress with like some kind of like coat over it, like a little jacket, and it just looks like she's going to church.
Yeah.
So we'll just say that's her church outfit. Wonderful. The next scene is Daemon trying to, again, like rally the Gold Cloaks. And I'm like, what? And he literally says, we will be avenged even if it takes 100 years.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean?
So. That doesn't make no sense. Just a bunch of gibberish.
Yeah, I think someone was maybe listening to music and they were like, man, that line hits. So they just threw it in there because it's.
I haven't
Okay.
fact checked this. I need to, but I haven't fact checked it yet. But somebody said that line is taken from a speech I think Elizabeth I gave.
Oh, where she went out to the troops to rally them herself.
I think before the Spanish Armada was supposed to show.
Yes. Now that you say that, yes, I think that is. I think you're right.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, again, I think you're right. I think this is AI or something. Like it just pulled a speech that, is from history, I guess, that went well. But it doesn't matter because they quit anyway.
Yeah. Then that Gold Cloak took his off and just kind of bundled it up like it was dirty clothes and just sat on a table.
Yeah, it's Daemon Targaryen. That's like the one dude you're supposed to be afraid of.
Right.
I mean, like he's the rogue prince. He's the king consort. He has Caraxes, and they're handing him their laundry and saying we're out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like what they've done with Daemon. I don't like what they've done
Like
with
made him kind of
him.
clueless, and he just make rash decisions without thinking.
Yeah.
So I guess they just want us to think that Daemon is stupid now and only cares about gold cloaks, even though he has a dragon. So there's that.
Yeah, I don't understand. Again, this show is supposed to show the most dragons apart from Game of Thrones, and yet they don't utilize the dragons to scare these people. It's like they let the people piss on them, and it's like I literally have dragons that y'all can use to intimidate these people and have them fall under your rule.
It's because like they must have used the budget in the first 2 episodes. I'm telling you, like,
oh yeah,
the story must have been written around budget constraints, which is ignorant as hell. Could y'all not figure it out?
I agree. And I kind of can't help but wonder if the episodes that we're seeing were shot out of sequence.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Possibly. Well, hell, this is the episode they showed San Diego Comic-Con. Can you imagine? This is the episode you picked to show San Diego Comic-Con?
Yeah, that's hilarious. They had to been a joke. That was like a spoof.
Yeah. This episode's problematic as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So next we have a scene with Corlys and Alan. And Alan told Rhaenyra that he would ask for like more men. And Corlys is over it and he's like, her needs are endless. Like, basically, she's never going to stop asking for stuff. He's totally pissed off that his sons weren't legitimized. But he does tell Alan when like he's about to leave that Tywin Lannister survived the gullet and is making for Rook's Rest. So, I mean, I guess that's like Corlys saying like I don't agree with her, but here's some information, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm like Corlys. I'd be gone too. I would not be at the Red Keep. There's no way.
And my sons.
Yeah, and it's weird that Alan is more loyal to Rhaenyra than his own father in this scene.
But he didn't want to appoint you. Like, that's weird to me.
Like, Corlys is the one that suggested Alan be in the small council meetings in his stead, and then Rhaenyra didn't legitimize him. So you'd think he'd be more loyal to his dad.
Exactly.
You would think.
Yeah. So there's another thing you can just say, oh, well. And where's Adam?
Right?
All right.
So maybe he's still on the beach.
I guess he's still on the beach. I mean, we don't have enough money for sea smoke, so we don't get to see Adam. Great.
Continue your journey at girlsnerdoutpodcast.com.
So this is like the one scene we see Aegon, I think. There's one or two. So it's Aegon and Larys and Tywin Lannister, aka fuck ass Lannister. And I mean, they're just burying the guy that Aegon shanked because he does that. Larys found passage for them to Bravos, and Tywin's like, no, we need to go to Casterly Rock. And it's a weird scene because Aegon asked Tywin, do you think I'm a terrible man? And like, this is his way of deciding where to go. And I don't fully understand it, but Tywin is just like saying gibberish word salad because he can't say, yeah, I think you're a terrible man.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, which he is. So because Tywin's just like, well, there's people and they're different and so Aegon's like, okay, fine, we're gonna sail for Essos. And that's how he made his decision.
Yeah.
Don't ask us why, man. We don't know. We have no idea. But Jessica made a good point. She was like, did he lose more hair?
Yeah, he looked worse on this. It's like one episode, like y'all mentioned previously. It's like one episode they have like he come looking all kind of like semi-burnt. Like you wouldn't think he went through hell, but he went through hell. But this episode, he looked like the damn little half-burnt little demons on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like some sort of...
I said, damn, he went through hell and back, literally.
Yeah. He went from like being half Freddy Krueger to like some kind of burnt golem orc thing. Whatever he's supposed to be. But yeah, he does look worse.
Yeah.
Bree said something about that last time. The consistency of whatever, prosthetics they're putting on him, or they're not. Like, they're apparently not taking pictures or something.
Yeah. And it's like every time, maybe they're reapplying them and maybe they're shifting throughout the day or something.
Maybe.
And maybe they're adding dirt because in order to show that he's dirty or maybe a potential infection. I don't know, but you're right.
I just think they don't care.
He does seem to have less hair. He seems to be even more gnarly looking, and
it's like you have a different like SFX artist like saying, "Oh, look at me! I know how I can make him more gruesome looking." No, I can't. It's like they're in a competition. He had like a different artist that just fucks him up every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I would buy that too, because it's like we need to make him look worse for more shock value because that's all we have. So he's apparently going to go to Essos, I guess. We know he's not, but whatever. So, question. The next scene, we see Rhaena looking like hell as usual, and she's eating berries, which, okay. She sees 2 dragons. Is that supposed to be Sheep Stealer and Moon Dancer? Okay.
Okay. Because it's weird how she went to the lady.
Yeah, she hadn't even gone there yet. Like, this is just when she sees the 2, and it's not explained what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Because again, they're not paying the budget. The colors look faint.
The only reason I know one of them is Sheep Stealer is because I had the captions on, and it said Sheep Stealer Screams or something.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Damn.
That's the only reason I know one's Sheep Stealer is because I had the captions on.
I was thinking maybe it could have been Moon Dancer because how she went to the lady and it said somebody she's seeing her sister and Moon Dancer fly across, but you're right. It's still like, but when you think she would want to go talk to her sister?
Well, apparently she does, and we'll get into that when she's with Jane. But like the dragons are so far away, they're like tiny. Again, budget.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we don't know what dragons those are. Budget.
I just don't understand why she doesn't get on Caraxes and just be like, what the heck? Like she did with Adam and Sea Smoke. Like, there's a dragon. What the hell? Especially if that dragon was the one who was involved with killing her son.
I don't know. That's going to be something, I think, in the next episode where they're going to talk about that. The next scene, we have Alice and Eamon.
Cringe.
Mommy issues. Mommy issues. Ew. So Eamon wants to leave and find his dragon. And Alice is like, let the world think you're dead. And they just have this awkward, weird, creepy back and forth. And then she says, Vhagar flew away to protect you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I could see the logic in it because everyone will assume where Vhagar is, Aemon will be. But she's she's trying so hard. Every angle she can.
Yeah. I mean, yes, if there's a giant dragon outside Harrenhal, people are going to know Aemon's there. Thing is, where is Vhagar there?
Right.
Yeah.
Budget.
She's on a budget cut vacation.
Yeah. Because she's huge. They can't afford to show her. That's why we saw these other two dragons from a distance and Vhagar's gone. Budget.
That's a damn shame.
Yep. So now, Jessica, this is where we get into Jane Eyre, and Rhaena is brought in and Jane slaps her, which is the slap heard across the internet. She actually does say she tried to see Baela, so you're right. Apparently, off screen, she got on Sheep Stealer and tried to catch up to Baela with Moondancer. And then Jane Eyre slaps her and gets onto her because they have a deal, apparently, that she's supposed to hide.
Yeah, she hired her from Rhaena, I'm guessing. Because if she found out that she's been harboring the very dragon and the person that so-called killed Jace, then she's going to get in trouble for not telling the queen.
Here's my question. Whenever you guys had this agreement created, which was again off screen, did you not offer Rhaena some clothing or food or maybe a bath?
Right, like the fuck.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's the Eyrie. It's the veil. It's the veil of Erin. Like, she looks disgusting. Like, Jane can't just let her take a bath or something? Like,
yeah, that ain't cool.
Yeah. I also don't believe, because she does look a little icky, that Jane would get that close and then touch her.
Mm-hmm.
She just doesn't look, she doesn't give the appearance of someone who would want to touch her.
No.
In that.
And I would like to point out that in Fire and Blood, Rhaena is with Jane Eyre, and they are feasting and having balls, by the way. That's what's happening in Fire and Blood right now. Rhaena is living her best Barbie princess life with a pink dragon wrapped around her neck. And Jane Eyre is celebrating having Rhaena there by having like all sorts of activities. That's what's going on in the book. So
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. So she says, all my life I've yearned for a dragon, but I've lost all else. And it's like, this is depressing.
That's real.
It is.
So I guess we're never going to get clean Rhaena again. I don't like the way she cowers at Jane. That's Daemon's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I dare
that's
she gets
royalty.
respected like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And also just, I don't understand, Jane and the slap, going back to the slap. Like, you're not allowed to touch royalty. Even if she's, a criminal and being hidden. You're still not supposed to do that.
You can't. You cannot. You cannot touch royalty. People are pissed.
Oh, I bet they are.
And going back to what you said about, her cowering. I agree. She's acting like a scared little dog.
Yes, she is. And she should be acting like sheep stealer. She should be feral, and if Jane tries to slap her, she should slap her back.
Thank you.
I mean, it's obvious. You're bonded with sheep stealer. Sheep stealer hissed at Rhaena. Like, sheep stealer's wild. You remember when we first got to see him that first time? Like, he backed up and he was like, and hissed at her?
Yes.
Okay, well, why doesn't she hiss at Jane Eyre?
Yeah, thank you. These were my thoughts too. And just especially because, she's not having any human interaction. She's only having sheep stealer, a dragon, and they're bonding and they're getting even closer. It doesn't make any sense.
She should have slapped her back and probably hissed and spit at her.
And
tried to claw at her face.
Right.
I was expecting a bite.
Yeah.
Or for her to just like at her teeth or something.
Yeah, no, she just cowers and takes it. Again, this girl, that is Rhaena Velaryon and Daemon Targaryen's daughter. What do we know about Rhaena and Daemon? Neither one took anybody's shit.
Yes.
Rhaena had Vhagar. And you want to tell me this little girl is going to act like this and not even say,
like
can I have a bath?
Right. Excuse me. Do you know who I am?
Right. So ridiculous. I'm glad we all agree on that. Because the only other thing that pissed people off more about this episode is the next scene with Baela and Alan.
Crunch.
Oh, man.
Okay. So Baela's asleep, and then Alan comes like bumbling in there and wakes her up, and they're having this conversation. It's literally trauma bonding because Alan starts talking about my dad. My dad wasn't around, and then and then Baela's like, my dad wasn't either. And
bonding.
Yes. Go ahead, Jessica.
Daddy wasn't there to change their underwear.
That's what she
Daddy
said.
wasn't there.
That's
brushing
literally
in the hair.
She said that when they're making out, because they've just said like, my dad didn't love me. My dad didn't love me either. And she starts singing, Daddy wasn't there. Man,
Daddy wasn't there.
God, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. So, last season, Masaria's like, yeah, my dad did nasty stuff to me. And then Rhaenyra makes out with her. So I guess this is this season's version of that.
Jesus
You know
Christ.
what? Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So gross.
Oh, yeah, they have to show how weird Targaryens are.
Look, man, she didn't have a makeout session with Jace, though.
That's the strangest thing. I know, right? Like, they were...
Everybody on the internet is saying she couldn't kiss Jace, but, like, she's all of a sudden jumping on this geriatric dude.
The geriatric?
That's what... I swear, I saw it. It's all over X. It's on Threads. Like, people are saying the same thing over and over again. Like, here's Baela. She just woke up from a nap, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's a bald geriatric man. It's on.
Oh,
When she's been hanging around Adam. Jessica, who would you go for?
Adam?
Adam's cute.
Dreads on my kryptonite.
Yes. Like, Jessica was like, why the hell she been hanging around Dreads with a dragon and she's making out with this old one with no hair? And I'm like, I don't know. Brie.
That shit was backwards as hell.
He was at least supposed to start growing his hair and us see that, like, the white hair and that be a thing. He's still bald.
And bald and shiny headed. Man, I know. And especially, last episode, she and Alan connected so well. And I'm like, you know what? I know Jace just died. But you know what? I think them together might be the best thing I could hope for to come out of it. And then this happened. And I'm just like...
Okay, so what you're saying is they had a nice conversation last episode, and in the next several episodes, if they continue to talk like that, you could see them having a moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Agree.
Yes.
The problem with this show is they don't build anything up. They just throw it at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. 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 That is so perfectly summed up.
There's no build up in this show. It is literally just throwing turds at the wall to see what sticks. That is it. Man, and people can say whatever they want. I'm just here to speak the truth. It's ick because there's no build up. They had one conversation last episode and then like Baela jumps on him and I'm like, ugh, all right, fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Next scene, we've got Gwaine, Daemon, and Ormond, which is a large portion of this episode, hanging out with them. And I'm gonna ask y'all something. So Ormond says, Rhaenyra will not burn her own subjects. She is a woman, squeamish. Please tell me y'all realize that's just a dig at season 8 Daenerys. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Big ass dig.
Yeah. Like I was waiting for a bell to ring. Like, is that where we are now?
I hear the sex song.
Yes. Yeah. The saxophones play this entire episode, actually. Very nice, Jessica. Yes. I was just like, really? She won't burn her own subjects. She's a woman. Okay, whatever. And then he says she's weak and unsuited to rule, which I don't disagree with that.
Mm,
Yeah, I second that.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
I
he
third
just decides to start calling Gwaine gay.
Oh, yeah. I didn't understand where that came from or why. And I was so confused for most of this episode. And I
Well,
struggled.
Jessica said that. She was like, where's this homophobia coming from? Like, that came out of nowhere. And I was like, I don't
Right.
know. No idea. All right. Like, he tells Gwaine and Daemon to go do something. And he's like, backs against the wall.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, you trying to tell them don't get wow.
Don't drop the soap.
Too rude.
I don't know, man. Like, it's like Ormond's worried that Daemon's going to like a Diddy party or something. It was weird.
I'm dead.
I mean, it was a strange thing. So we kind of walk with those two, and Daemon's pissed off at Gwaine for leaving him there with Ormond. And he's like, I hate what I am when I'm around him.
Mm-hmm.
And which is probably going to offend a lot of people that really like Daemon. Daemon's a favorite in like Fire and Blood. A lot of people like him and his dragon, and they're not going to like how weak he is around Ormond because like he's telling Gwaine, please don't leave me.
Yeah.
Where's your dragon?
I know. Like again, going back to TV show versus book, very, very, very different characters.
Very.
And it's like, I kind of understand it, but it's because he does feel powerless, but it's just all around bad and frustrating and just,
Isn't he called Daemon the Daring?
yes. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to earn that. Of course, I don't know. Look at what they're doing with Aemond.
Yeah, true. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe this is a build up for Daemon to tell Ormond to kick rocks and burn him. I'm hoping. So
Again,
we'll
another
see.
person that got a dragon that could have been got the hell off.
And we didn't see Tessarion. Why? Budget.
Continue your journey at girlsnerdoutpodcast.com.
Okay, so next we got Rhaena, She's doing embroidery. She's really into it. And like, is she pricking her finger on purpose and bleeding, or?
Oh, I think she was doing like a nervous breakdown type thing. Like, you know how your nerves get banged, you bite your nails. I think with
Yeah.
her, she likes to pick at her skin because it kind of reminds me of my uncle when he had his breakdown. He used to pluck his hair out. So he looked like Daemon.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? I'll buy that. It's just crazy that like Helena got better for a while and then now she's back to this.
Something like that. Yeah, like that's weird.
And I think in the previous seasons, you know, there were close-ups. I think in season 1, with her mother and her nails. Like she would pick at her nails and they were bloody. The rest of her looked perfect.
I forgot about that. Good job, Brie.
That's a good observation.
Yeah, because I completely forgot about that.
But I think also, you know, her being okay and then going to a bad spot might also be in part because she's with her mother.
True. And Allison's sick because Helena is like calling her out because apparently Allison said if they escape, like they were going to meet up with somebody and get Jaehaera, her daughter.
Yeah.
And Helena figures out it was a complete lie. 100% lie. They were never going to meet up with somebody to get Jaehaera. So she can't trust her mother with anything at all. And that's the only person she's stuck with. So yeah, I'll buy that. I agree. Brie. And she's embroidering Aemon at Harrenhal.
See? That one was kind of freaky.
Yeah, Jessica noticed that. She was like, that's Aemon. I was like, yeah.
Oh, that blue eye for a minute. Well,
you know, it's weird. The position he's in and the way it looked like the position he was in when he was at that brothel.
Yes, I noticed that too.
I thought that was kind of weird. I guess because he's vulnerable. So maybe he's vulnerable with Alice like he was, you know, with that lady that he used to do whatever with. I don't remember her name. Whichever mom figure it was at the brothel. Brothel mom. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, brothel mom. So that's how Allison knows where Aemon is. Because she looks at the embroidery. So, convenient. So next we go back to Alice and Aemon, and I guess it's a stable boy that sees Aemon and Alice kills him. I guess the stable boy was going to tell somebody Aemon was there. I don't know. I mean, he didn't threaten it or anything, so we'll just go with that. And then my favorite part of the entire episode. I love this so much. Alice has dragon eggs. 5 of them. Yeah, no, it's great. She has 5 dragon eggs from Dreamfire. 5 dragon eggs from Dreamfire. Because when Rhaena Targaryen came to Harrenhal, she left 5 dragon eggs with Alice. Which makes complete sense. Right. Because Rhaena Targaryen had 3 dragon eggs already stolen from her, and it was a huge issue. So it makes complete sense that she would leave 5 eggs with Alice Rivers at Harrenhal.
I am Rhaena Targaryen, and I would like to go on record that I did not leave any dragon eggs at Harrenhal. Such a notion is utterly absurd. Dragon eggs are among the most precious treasures in the realm. To abandon them would risk their falling into the wrong hands, creating a potential rival to House Targaryen. I assure you, I know better than that.
It's a crock of shit.
Common.
But like, okay, so yet again, you're trying to imply these are Daenerys' eggs because they played Daenerys' theme very low when they showed the eggs. Okay, last season, you showed the stoplight eggs that were like a bright red, bright yellow, and bright green that were supposed to be Daenerys' eggs from Caraxes. Now, this season, they're gray and they're at Harrenhal and they're from Dreamfire.
Yeah, and it's, Daenerys' eggs originally, they were grayed out because they were, like fossils or petrified because of age?
They weren't even gray, though. In the books, they're described as being beautiful like jewels. Like you can turn them in the light and the colors are amazing. In the show, they weren't grayed out. They just looked fossilized on the side. Like they weren't all gray. Drogon's egg is black in Game of Thrones. Like it doesn't make any sense. All 5 of those eggs were just gray.
Ass backwards, like they just ash.
I mean, like literally the quote is dragon eggs, Khaleesi, from the Shadowlands beyond Ashai. Time has turned them to stone, but they're still beautiful. Because that's like a dual meaning. Because over time, Daenerys has to get, more stone. She has to get more thicker skin. She has to become more of a badass, but she'll always be beautiful, just like the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. See, do you see beautiful dialogue, what it does?
Oh, yes. It just paints the picture and everything.
Yeah, it does.
Because dragon eggs are beautiful. You wouldn't know that by this show, but they actually are.
They dull. Well, they had to make the eggs dull too, because the clothing and everything else dull.
True. Did you guys notice the dragon eggs look 3D printed again?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like the one I've seen on TikTok shop.
Yep. The scales are too perfect. It doesn't look like it was actually like a clutch of anything. It just looks 3D printed.
Mm-hmm.
Which her eggs don't look like that in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I was kind of waiting because I had thought that maybe they're not really eggs, that they're some kind of an illusion that she's creating.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I hope to God the eggs are not even there and you're right. It's just an illusion. I really do. I really, really do. Because she says she's going to be the lady of the water and he's going to be the dragon lord by her side.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And your sons will be Targaryen princes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next.
Yeah. Agree. Next scene, Rhaenyra is on the throne and she found her crown.
Yay.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Yeah. Wow. Jessica and I were looking at the throne, though. The throne looked weird.
Yeah, it looked too... It looked too plain.
It looked different than it typically does.
For me, I thought it was a little crooked. And I didn't know if that was it or if it was just how she was sitting or how the camera was angled. I don't know.
I don't know, Brie, but it looked funny. The swords behind her looked too perfect.
Yes.
So I don't know what that was. I have no idea, but the throne looked weird. That looked like a completely different throne than what we've seen. So I don't know. Again, it's probably budget. So it's just what you have to do. It's the small folk and they have petty squabbles and you listen to them and you make a ruling and they go on about their business, but she can't do that. This is the second time she's tried?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And they're bickering about something and she's just looks like she's about to have a panic attack and she cuts her finger.
Finally.
Ooh, yes.
I'm so happy.
Rejected.
Rejected.
Part
2.
100% rejected. We have confirmation. And she gets freaked out because she's been rejected by the throne and she runs away.
Gets out of Dodge, baby. A little scared cat.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I said, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Where you going? Where you going, girl?
cut my finger. I need a band-aid.
Come back.
Also,
Well, maybe if the head of the queen was there, he could probably help out. But I mean, he's not there, so okay.
Oh.
Mm.
I love you guys so much.
Man,
It's just-
I said I'm just gonna tell it like it is. I can't glaze this, man. There's nothing.
I know.
Nothing.
I was struggling so hard to figure out something good to say because I really, this season, I mean, other than the first episode, and I just feel like I'm being so negative and I'm just bashing it constantly. And it's like, I want this to be good. Like, y'all don't understand. I want this to be good.
I do too. The first 2 episodes were decent. I don't want it to be a pile of dog shit. I don't, because it affects what we get in the future. Like, I want it to be decent. I want them to leave Daenerys alone, and I want it to be decent. Just tell the damn story from Fire and Blood. I don't understand why you are so afraid of source material.
Yeah.
But okay, sure. Because in the next scene, we got Daemon cosplaying as a gold cloak.
Yeah.
He's trying to lure the guy out that's disemboweling people. And of course it works. And it's a weird scene because he catches the guy and the guy's like, "We have no number. We are everywhere."
Yeah.
And what do you think that means?
The only thing I could think of was we are Legion.
Yeah.
And just, again, calling back to the Sons of the Harpy. And I'm just like holding my head in my hands going, oh, of course. Of course. It's another plot line that's going to go nowhere. It's just going to serve as another distraction. And I don't know.
The guy, he calls him Daron the Daring, and then he says, "You can burn us, but we will never embrace her." So, just because I'm not annoyed enough, somebody runs into Daemon and like cusses him, and it's Ulf.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I was happy with is I was telling Jessica as we watched it, I was like, you know what? You can't tell me that Daemon would be fine with this. He would slap the shit out of him. And he does.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as she said that, Brie, he got the taste left out of his mouth. I was like, yes, finally. Shit, he needed that. Because who the fuck you talk to like that?
True.
Not
True.
Daemon.
Mm-mm. He tried, and he found out real quick.
He fucked around and found out badly.
He did. At least Daemon acted like Daemon during that moment, which I'm thankful for, because he called him an insolent maggot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that was good. Knocks the shit out of him and threatens him. So I was like, yay! This next scene, I just want to ask Brie about it. All right, so we got Hugh Hammer. And, we know one thing about Hugh Hammer. He has a wife.
Yes.
That is the only thing. This man has no depth. There is nothing known about him other than he is Hugh Hammer and he has a wife.
Oh, well, hold on. Sorry. I have to say, his name is Hugh Hammer and he loves his wife.
Oh, God. Yes. He is Hugh Hammer and he loves his wife.
Oh, gather round, good folk, and hear a mournful tale of Hugh who rode Vermithor with armor bright as mail. The greatest beast in all the realm could set the skies aflame, yet somehow every single soul forgot poor Hugh's own name. Hey ho, lift your ale on high, Vermithor can shake the sky. Hugh just stands there looking grim. The dragon's more remembered than him. Hey ho, raise another cup. Can somebody spice him up? Biggest dragon ever seen. Most forgettable dragon seed in between.
Enjoyed the song? Follow Southern Mother of Dragons on Spotify for the Ballad of Hugh Hammer and many more hilarious fantasy tunes. There's always another tale to tell.
I noticed he has a red cape, but Rhaenyra doesn't. So there's that.
All right.
I thought he
So
looked
he,
good in it too.
yeah, it's a nice red cape. That's why I was like, well, he gets one.
Right.
Okay, sure. And Rhaenyra's always in gray, but whatever. So does he kill the guy and take his cart to sneak into Tumbleton, or does he just knock him out? I think he might kill him. I don't know.
Probably kill him.
Yeah.
Get to
He
his
was
woman.
strong.
Which again, guys, you know what? When we get to that point, I'll say what I need to say.
Well, so that's basically it. So like he steals a cart because he's got to go to Tumbleton to see his wife, because he has a wife. He loves his wife. Next, we got Ormond, Grain, and Daemon again, and they're eating. And it's announced that House Baratheon has sent an envoy to treat with the new king. And they come in and they look disgusting.
Yeah.
Funky and all.
Bad. They're dirty. It's just bad. And they want to bend the knee and ask like where the king is. And Ormond's like, he's right here. And Grain's like, oh, no, you won't. And kills like the first one. And there's like a really quick like fight scene. It happened really fast.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, what was that? What's going on? The whole reason that Gawain knew that wasn't who he said he was because he basically says the real guy's hotter than this.
Yes. Yeah. That was
Yeah,
I thought that was excellent.
Seriously? Like he's like, that's not him. He's more comely than that. I'm like, oh God. Okay.
Was wondering if the prior homophobia was like a just for this scene, and then
I guess
to be like, gays are useful too. Look at that, and I'm like,
oh, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, man. I have no problem with Gray being gay at all. Not a bit. I just don't understand any of this. Like, he's suddenly gay just so he can save the day because the guy is not who he says he is because the real guy's hotter. Like, I don't know, man. I really don't. Like, ChatGPT would do a much better job at writing this.
Why we love ChatGPT?
Amen. Oh, yeah, and Ormond throws up.
that.
They could have kept that shit.
Yeah, I was just like, oh no.
Explain this to me. How could you be Ormond Hightower, trained for battle, and throw up at the sight of blood?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. How you supposed to be this hard ass man and then you throw up at that and you see, okay. But you trying to teach Darren how to be a kid. All right, you know what? Backwards as hell.
He's a
He
very
needs a
odd
medic.
man.
He's a very odd man, yes. Yes. Like, why didn't he throw up when he got Daemon to get Tessarion to burn that guy?
Right? Like, I mean, that's going to smell.
Yeah. I don't get it. And his whole thing is smell. So, it's just weird. It's just really weird. Next, Hugh Hammer, he has a wife, right? So he's at Tumbles and he finds his wife. Jessica made a good point. She's like, so that's why we were following her around at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it made because I thought it was just so if she was gonna get like assaulted or something.
Yeah, like I didn't know that was Hugh's wife till now.
Oh, really? Oh, I recognized her immediately from their little hut or whatever they
Yeah, I
had.
didn't.
Yeah, because I was
didn't.
wondering. I was like, huh, it makes sense now. Because like I was telling, I thought it was for she was gonna get like jammed up in there, but it's his wife. How ironic.
Well, I mean, for whatever
She dumb, too.
reason, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What do you guys think about her being mad at him and screaming at him and all that? And like dudes like trying to say, man, I got a dragon. We're going to be fine.
I didn't understand it at all. And I was like, this is unnecessary, especially, considering what happened to her brother and
Yep.
just the rest of her family. She should be like, heck yeah, let's
You know
go.
what's crazy? I think she blamed him for that. I think she instead of her like looking at it as like, okay, I don't want to end up like them or, let me just get away so I won't, I can protect myself. She let her grief take over and turn to anger against him. And at the same time with him, if you had this dragon again, I would have been invaded and burnt that town down. I got my woman. That's just me though.
Yeah.
I wanted to sneak in and did that.
It was just weird. It was
And
it was
like,
really
her
weird.
reaction was like, you would think like she would have been happy, like, yes, get me the fuck out of here. Please.
Yeah, seriously. Like he's basically saying like, hey, I got a dragon. He should have said, I have the biggest dragon other than Vagar and we're going to be rich and blah, blah, blah. But she's like, get away from me. So I guess he's going to be
Who
Hugh
are
Hammer
you?
without...
Like, the fuck? Girl,
I don't know you.
That was
girl,
what I
that's
thought.
all. Like,
Oh.
and I was him. I'd be like, well, fuck you then. I got the fuck on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, like, and she tells him he smells different.
Yeah, I'm like, huh? Why you saying he cheating or something? Like, I ain't never heard.
And she's trying to say he smells like dragon.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because in season 1, I think, is it Rhaenyra's mother that says something about like you stink of dragon or something? Somebody says something to Rhaenyra about smelling like dragon. So
it's getting like when Alice smelled Alice smelled Bella. She's like, why do you have that wet dog smell?
yeah, basically, yeah. And I'm like, I would have been like, bitch, I smell like dragon because I'm a badass.
Right.
You need to get the fuck out of here. I've got a cape.
I just
Bitch. Done. Done.
Oh, okay.
I'm out. Yeah. I'm going to go find somebody that likes me. Won't start hollering at me.
Right.
I just, like the whole thing, like you don't see your husband for however long. And I know they're not able to write letters and everything because the town's occupied.
Right.
And the first thing, like, she's just so unhappy at seeing him. And nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense in this episode.
No, nothing makes sense. Like, she just cries, like, and then just starts yelling at him.
But he did look good, though. I'd be like, yeah, sweep me off my feet, sir. Thank you.
I mean, dude was like, decent looking dude, especially compared to Ulf.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
funky.
yeah. Mm-hmm. I have to say, Hugh Hammer is the best dressed of this season.
Agree.
And it's so funny because, he's a supporting character. Side character, whatever.
It doesn't make any sense, dude, at all. We don't even have Daemon walking around with a cape anymore. It's very, very yuck.
Well, I was just going back to the costuming.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, when Rhaenyra has her little council all at the table, and they're all dressed appropriately. Like, I believe, like, this is
shit.
yeah. Like, I believe that they belong there. And then you go to her and she's,
It's like the record scratch.
yeah, like business casual. She's looking pointy and just, when it showed her from the back, I thought of a turtle.
Turtle.
Damn.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good
And
observation.
yeah.
But I just find it so funny that the background characters are looking so much better.
Man, I've seen a bunch of posts that say that the background characters are dressed way better than the main characters. I've seen screenshots proving it. So it makes no sense at all. Not a bit. Not if it makes any sense. We get another scene with Alice and Rhaenyra, and I'm so glad. Because that doesn't happen enough. So, Allison's telling Rhaenyra that Helena's losing it. And she says she knows where Aemon is. He's at Harrenhal because she looked at that embroidery. And it's irritating. Because she's like, Helena, she sees things. And Rhaenyra's like, she's a dreamer? Like, Dany's the dreamer? It doesn't call her a dragon dreamer, just calls her a dreamer. And I'm like,
Dream.
they just take away everything that's decent. They just do.
Oh.
And no, Helena's not a dragon dreamer in Fire and Blood. She's not. No. That's just something they decided to do. Which I don't have a huge problem with it. But can you not call it what it is? A dragon dreamer?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Brie. Because, like, I can't. I
can't even. Well, the thing that caught me with that, another instance when I just had to pause it and calm myself down, because if you remember, season 1, 2, whenever her father was alive, and he spent his entire life, wanting to be a dreamer, and she grew up around that. She was aware of it, everything. So she has all of the knowledge, and she knows how special this is. And she doesn't immediately rush to her.
Nope.
To Helena.
That's a good point.
She does not. It. No.
She does not at all. No. It's just like, oh, okay. She's a dreamer. Well, Dany's the dreamer is the whole reason my family's alive. But, I'm just going to take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So.
And especially because, Allison's confusion about Aegon's dream, started the whole war. So, dreams are very important, and you should mention them to just
Dream.
You're right. Like, if for it to make sense, Rhaenyra would have gone to see Helena and said, "What do you see? Tell me everything."
Exactly.
And also, I still don't understand why Daemon didn't tell her, hey, when I was at Harrenhal and tripping, guess who I saw?
Not tripping.
Yep.
In one of the visions.
Which didn't even make sense because he's tapping into some weirwood stuff, and then Helena's just there.
Yeah. And she's still just there hanging out, and he doesn't even. Okay, I need to be quiet.
No, it's the truth. It's 100% the truth. So obviously, Rhaenyra's like, "Hey, I need you to go kill your son." That's worse than like, I don't know, man. I give up. I said if they showed the eggs, I was going to crash out. Like, I don't have the energy to crash out. Like, I'm just like, So now Allison's supposed to be going to Harrenhal to kill Aemon, I guess.
That's gonna be funny.
She'll probably just end up doing a 3-way with Allison and her son. Oh God, I shouldn't have said that. That's what's going to happen.
Wait, say that again.
Allison's supposed to go to Harrenhal to kill Aemond, and probably what's going to happen is going to be Alice Rivers, Aemond, and Allison, like, in a threesome. That's the way the show works.
Okay, that's gross.
I'm just saying. Or Alice Rivers will put a glamour on Allison and make her look like Alice, and then like make him have sex with his mom to mess with his head or something. I don't know. She'll probably make Aemond look like Daemon, and then Allison look like Alice. Just because, like, they love the whole like I'm gonna bang my mom thing. They love it.
That's gross.
They do. They do.
Yep. And that is just a House of the Dragon thing. That is not something that exists in A Song of Ice and Fire or Fire and Blood.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness. So the next scene is very uplifting. Helena and Allison. And it doesn't make any sense because Helena's like, why did you marry me to my brother? And Allison says, it was my father's wish. I'm pretty sure it was Viserys that wanted them married, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Otto. I guess maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But she's basically not taking accountability for anything. I think that's the point of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's Allison. She's not going to say, I'm sorry. She's going to say, because this person told me to. That person told me to. And then she starts feeding her Plan B soup.
Yeah.
That shit was... That's when we diabolical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Plan B soup. That's what it is. Like, it's going to suck, man. Why else would she be obsessed with feeding her soup? She put moon tea in it.
Yeah. It's... I can't.
Well, everybody's saying, like, she's going to lose Maelor, and then that's why Helena's going to kill herself. So, Helena may die this season. I don't know. It wouldn't shock me.
I almost thought that'd be the season finale.
Yeah, it might be. So, I mean, like, they're showing her not doing well and, like, poking herself with a needle, and, like, they've made Allison keep saying that, you know, she's about to have a mental break. So that might be, yeah. Helena might be gone.
Yeah.
What's she going to do next season?
Yeah, that's true.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
They haven't fleshed her character out. Like, she doesn't fly on Dreamfire. She can't help anything. So, yeah. I mean, it would not surprise me at all.
Continue your journey at girlsnerdoutpodcast.com.
After that, because we have really great moms on the show, Rhaenyra is sitting next to her son, Joffrey, but he's asleep, so he doesn't even know she came to see him.
Yeah, that was...
I understand. They could have left that out. And she wasn't going to touch him or, like, tap his head or say, I love you or anything.
Yeah, I was waiting. I mean, I didn't understand that. And we did talk about this before, that, you know, she should have at least, you know, kissed his head or
Yes.
woke him up, something. But nothing.
Nothing. So, whatever that's supposed to mean. And a writer from Tumbleton, there's a message, kick this dog and it will bite your hand. And I'm confused because then we jump to Corlys and Corlys gets abducted. So who's saying this? Like, who's saying kick this dog and it will bite your hand? Is this like, is this people Ormond hired or what? Like, I don't even know, man.
I was thought like maybe they caught the guy and that was his little cloak they had and they gave it to Rhaenyra. Like, you know, yeah. Next time I seen your Inspired us. Like, that's what I'm wondering.
Like maybe that's
Like,
they're
we
pissed
know.
off. Well, because like she sent fake Baratheons there to kill Daron, so I guess this is retaliation.
Oh, that might be one of their clothes. I didn't think about that either. Dang.
The fact that none of us know for sure is hilarious, and we all watched it and paid attention. So somebody abducts Corlys, and people are like, "Is he dead?" No, he's not dead. There's literally a scene of him at Tumbleton that's in one of the trailers, so he's not dead. He may wish he was. You know what, guys? The only thing I enjoy about this episode is being able to shit on it with you. So I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 1.
I give it a 1 out of 10 too.
And damn. And we're not even just being mean. Like, we gave good ratings to the first 2 episodes, and we have tried.
Yeah.
We really have tried.
Especially
guys,
they keep killing off my brothers and sisters of color. I don't understand the melanated hatred, and then if you feel like you got to be a homophobe when you're, you know what? I don't even know that, but yeah,
that is something I wanted to bring up, and I'm glad Jessica did. The thing is,
I'm melanated myself, and I just don't like that they did that to those people, because like it's given like how Sunday got mistreated.
yes, that's a very good example. Yes, Missandei was a slave and she died in chains, and it was insensitive and it was disgusting. If you'll notice, guys, who's getting treated really bad? Rhaena, Baela, Corlys. Eventually, it'll probably be Adam. Like, people are really, really pissed off that it just seems to be the characters of color that are getting treated like shit. Not only plot-wise, they don't get costume changes like other characters. They don't get wig changes. It's very obvious, and it's weird.
It is.
Yes.
Look, I saw last night Ryan Condal's getting threats, which that is not right to threaten anybody. It's a TV show. You know, it'll pass. But I just wanted to bring that up to show how pissed off people are. And obviously you should not threaten him. Now, if you want to make fun of something and tag him, I don't have a problem with that. But I think the escalation of the anger, I think it's leftover resentment from season 2 and a promise that this season would be a lot better, and it's not. And he's going further off source material. So it's like Jessica said, you have a problem with the melanated characters, and you're bringing up this homophobia for whatever reason. It's just, it doesn't serve the plot.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. Because right now we're supposed to have Rhaena, the dragon Barbie princess, and Baela, the badass. That's what we're supposed to be seeing. Like, Baela, that's her whole character. Instead, we have her dry humping Baldy.
Right. Like her character arc is just gonna, I'm so scared that they're just gonna turn her into a
whatever man I'm with is my character.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Same. They're going to marry her off, and like, that's all we know about her. Yeah, I know. Which is not what happens with Baela in Fire and Blood at all.
No. No.
Oh, we can get into that, I guess, next season. But it's a lot different. Yeah. And again, like, Rhaena is so beloved that, like, wherever she goes, like, she's celebrated. Like, she ends up in King's Landing with mourning, and like, crowds cheer for her.
Yes. Yeah. It's a real different.
That's bittersweet.
Different thing.
Rhaena is supposed to be like, which I love that the Valerians are of color. George loved that idea. It's great. So Rhaena is literally supposed to be our melanated Barbie princess right now. That's supposed to be like something pretty and hopeful. And we just don't get that because it's all gray and depressing.
Yeah. Like she's the one character who was doing good, who was thriving.
Yeah. And we didn't get nettles. And I'm telling you, it's what did George call it? Toxic butterflies. And so it's the butterfly effect. You change one thing and then it's basically dominoes. And that's what we're having right now. They've made so many changes that are so strange that it's come to this. It's come to Baela and Alan. Rhaena getting slapped. Daemon's not paying any attention to his dragon and worried about Gold Cloaks for whatever reason. Rhaenyra is just a head case, nervous, can't function, even though she ruled at Dragonstone. I guess she forgot. And Corlys is kind of like a grumpy old man.
Grumpy old man living under the bridge.
Yeah. And then we have neurotic Ormond, Daron, the not so dashing, and Gwain's gay. Which I don't give a damn that Gwain's gay. It just, to be honest with you, I hope Gwain gets the hell out and finds him a nice man and settles down.
Right.
Yes. You know what? I've got it. Oh my God, I've got it. Hugh. His wife didn't want him. There. Oh my God, their ship name could be Highhammer.
Perfect. Yes, absolutely. You heard it here first, folks.
I'm dead. Look, they make this show for the shippers. Like, can we not have absurd ships if y'all are going to do that? Like, I'm tired of the I want to bang my mom one. Let's have Gwain go be like, oh, what a lovely big dragon. And then Hugh be like, man, I've never seen hair that beautiful and red before. And then I don't need to see anything. You can just cut the seed or whatever. But hell, I wish Gwain had Silverwing instead of Ulf. Damn.
Oh yes. Oh man.
Just somebody write the fan fiction. Just go ahead. Because this fan fiction is not it. But thank you guys so much for doing this. I appreciate it. I'd say hopefully the next episode is going to be better, but I'm not making any promises I can't keep. So we'll see you in the next one, and I'm sure it'll be very exciting and completely faithful to the source material. Probably not. Daddy wasn't there.
Change with underwear.
Hey, it's Amanda here. Thank you for listening to my podcast. And if you don't mind, go on over to YouTube and Instagram and follow the podcast there. And that way you'll get alerted the next time an episode drops. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.